This is lentil-based soup in Turkey, but he made it. I'm not made it. I'm say a liar. Say hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Take
please.
it.
Thank you.
Enjoy your soup.
I will. How do you feel about SIV Dennis with Toby?
It was great fun, more than I expected.
Did you have anything that you really feared before you came here?
Well, not really feared, but I kind of expected I wouldn't be able to do the things, to do so many things actually as I did. That was surprising, I guess.
And would you do another SIV?
Yes, as soon as possible, if I only get the chance to come here again. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. So how was this week?
It was the last day today, and I must say I am quite relieved it was the last day. But I learned so much again. I'm a little bit further in the process again, building my confidence. I am a slow learner. I take it very slowly, step by step, and I really loved the way that that was respected in the course with Toby as well, because well, not everybody is the same. We all have different learnings, and I felt really comfortable by doing the maneuvers with him. It felt really safe. And I did things I wouldn't imagine I would have done, but after all, I was really happy that I've done them, and certainly have more confidence now. And I know I will really would have to do it again. So still working on it. And yeah, like Toby always says, it's like going to the dentist. You think, well, I have to, and afterwards you're really happy you've done it. And I'm also really proud of us all. We've done it. We motivate each other in the group. It was a really nice week. So,
And you've done SIV before?
I've done a few SRVs before. So I noticed this time by doing another SIV. I must admit it was a bit too long ago, because you should do it every year, but well, it's not always possible, of course. And I was more aware of the situation. I was looking at the glider, so you notice every time you are more aware of certain things you do.
And how would you say this differed to the SIVs that you've done before?
I've done a few different SIVs. One was very much in the beginning, and I did like the menu, and I just ticked all the boxes, but I had no idea what I was doing. Still good for building your confidence. You know, the glider keeps flying, so that is one way. I did some SIVs with a lot of theory. That made me a bit overthinking the whole thing. And this time I thought there was a good balance of theory and just doing it.
Good stuff. And will you do another one?
I will definitely do another one.
How was SIV this week?
It was great, both terrifying and fun. So learned a lot, tried new stuff that I've never thought I would try.
Did you have anything that you feared before you came here?
No, but
Nothing.
after the first day I had a lot.
And how do you feel now about going out flying on your own?
Definitely safer, and I have more fun stuff to try.
Yeah. And will you do another SIV?
Probably at some point, yeah.
Yeah. What about Turkey, Dennis? How do you feel about this place?
Nice, quite
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
Good
For-
views.
for
nice place to
SIV?
fly. Yeah, definitely a lot of space to fly.
Yeah, good. And what would you say about Passion Paragliding and Toby?
I think they're the greatest paragliding company.
I do. The check's in the post. So Adam, yes. You are the master on launch. Yeah.
I hope so.
The guy that keeps everybody safe before they take off and try to
pick the right conditions for takeoff. I think everybody is happy with my choices for the takeoffs and for the right moment to take off.
Nobody had an accident.
Nobody had nothing.
Everybody arrived in the zone.
Everybody's safe.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam. I think you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
How was this group, Toby, compared to all the other groups you've ever had? Is this the best group in the world ever?
Right now, yeah, it was all right.
Mr. Sat, how are you feeling?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Great week. Amazing instruction. Toby and Adam were awesome. And yeah, it was great. I was terrified and still am a little bit, but I learned a lot and had a great time. Met great people.
Good. And would you do SIV again?
Yeah, I would definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a while. I'm going to fly a little bit more, build some more hours and experience, and then come back.
Brilliant.
Do it again. Yeah.
Thank you. So how did you find SIV?
How did I find what?
SIV.
You know, it wasn't scary. It was very, very informational. I feel like I got the skills that I was hoping to get. Got over the hump, and it was a lot of fun. God, it was fun.
Yeah.
So,
Would you do another one?
I'm going to do another one. Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
Excellent. How did you find Toby and Ola Dennis? What do you think about this as a location for SIV and Toby's instruction?
I knew Toby's instruction was phenomenal just from seeing the YouTube video, but it's nice to know what you think you're going to get is better when you actually get here. So I learned a lot. I wouldn't have progressed if it hadn't been first instruction walking me through what it is I had to do. So I feel pretty comfortable getting back trying a few things now. So can't say I've done that before. So it was all good.
Brilliant. How was it? How was it? How was this week of SIV compared?
Best SIV ever.
Have you done one before?
Well, once in the States.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Toby does an awesome job. He's,
Was there anything that you feared doing before you came that you feel different about now?
I was real tentative about wingovers and real aggressive spirals still, like nose down.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel better about them now.
Excellent.
I probably won't do them on my own, but I'll do another SIV next year.
So, and you are definitely going to do another SIV. Do you think you'll come back here?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Teddy. How was it?
It was great. This is my first SIV, and I got to learn a lot. Collapses, spirals. I get to do spirals and exits. And
Did you have any sort of like fearful moments where before you started things that you were fearing to have to do?
Yeah, I mean, even the accelerated collapses were pretty, I didn't know, and now I experienced it, right? The auto rotation was pretty fearful, but I've experienced it now. I still have practice, of course. But,
And would you do another SIV?
yes, yeah, definitely would like to do another SIV. And hopefully,
Any thoughts on Ola Dennis as a location or Toby and his instruction?
Toby has been great, really. I mean, he has that calm, like, kind of voice in those maneuvers, right? Like, stressful maneuvers, but then he has this calm voice in there. So it kind of sticks with you. So, yeah, I really like the style individually, like, kind of cater to your progression. So, yeah.
And what about Ola Dennis? How'd you like Turkey?
I love it here. Like, so much elevation out into the sea and try the maneuvers. So, yeah, it's been great.
Brilliant. Well, I saw you progress this week. Well done, Sanjay.
Yeah,
Amazing.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Good. Enjoy your flying.
Yeah, thank you.
I've had a fab week. I always do. This is not the first time I've been here, so probably my fourth, fifth, maybe even my sixth SIV here in Ola Dennis. And I always come with Toby, passion paragliding. And I don't really want to try anybody else, if I'm honest, because I don't need to. I've been here, I've done it a few times. I learn every time. I change my wing every few years, so that's the point at which I like to try and do another SIV and just work out how myself and the wing work together. If anything, I think it's probably this week I've learned that I'm more rusty than I thought I was, which is a good thing because it's taught me to just calm down a little bit and do some more of the basics, which is what I've tried to do this week. So yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I've learned, I guess, that I need to just calm down a little bit.
And would you do it again?
I'm going to always do it again. I think SIV is probably essential. As part of a pilot career, you've got to do it. Every 2-3 years normally, I think, is about where I'd say the bar needs to be. But if you get a new wing, particularly if you're moving up a wing and moving up a class, you need to do an SIV to be sure that you know how to handle that wing when something unexpected happens. And being on an SIV means you do the unexpected deliberately, and you will always get a few surprises because the wings don't all work like you think they're going to do. much as like I found out today, my backslide and my recovery from the backslide was nothing like what I expected, and I ended up feeling like a novice back on my first SIV. So I learned that just by the fact that I've got a new wing, same class as my old wing, but it's different, and that's the value of an SIV, is getting you and the wing together in a safe environment with a life vest over the sea with a boat ready, and knowing that you can really push it and try anything.
And could you explain how it affects your flying after the SIV you've done?
Absolutely. It means that I reinforce where I feel confident and where I don't. And so it means that I apply that to wherever flying I do from this point forwards. How was it?
Intense, exciting, fun, amazing.
Would you do it again?
I was already signed up for another one on day one.
Oh wow. Okay. And did you overcome anything that was just a real big fear before you came? Did you have anything that oh my God, I'm never going to do that, but you did it?
Yeah, I suppose I did those fast exits, like that whirling around stuff. I thought it wasn't for me, but I did that. I think actually just being PPG pilots, the intimidating big mountain we got over that hurdle, that was quite good.
Indeed, yeah.
But I'm just really chuffed with the understanding of the wing control that I've gained from this course.
Have you done any SIV before?
No.
Okay. What advice would you give to anybody else choosing an SIV course?
Choose somebody, and I'm saying Toby, choose somebody who will go at your pace, will listen to you with what you have to say, and who basically is more about understanding what the wing is doing and the energy of the wing rather than just ticking boxes.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.